This week in 3D Archery, got a video from subscribers, a request. They wanted to know all about the different bows I have. So I'm going to show you every bow that I currently own. Alright everybody, the oldest bow I own is a 1954 Ben Pearson Model 304. Got it in a trade for a guy. He got it somehow, and he wanted to give it to me. I go, nah, I don't like taking things for free. He goes, so how about we make a trade? So I sent him a bunch of targets. He sent me this bow. You know, and again, this is cool bow. This is probably the first mass-produced fiberglass takedown bow. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. The lower section of the handle pops out. So I got it, shot it, played with it. You know what? It's pretty cool. I'm going to keep it. Why? Again, stories. I just love the story. It's a fiberglass bow from 1954, 64, 74, 84, 94, 2004, 2014, almost 70 years old. All right? 58 years old. No, it can't be. I'm 63 and I'm 58. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. So, the shelf, angled. Not the best. I just gotta, I cant the bow a little. Make sure I curl my fingers heavily in to twist the string inward. She cranks them out. Pretty neat bow. The brace height's not proper. I got a little too much noise in it right now. There you go. That was a good one. Like it. It's pretty cool, you know. I mean, who would have thought? You know, and this design he liked a lot because he went on to use it in other bows, particularly his Bushmaster. Now mine does not come apart that easy. There it is. Takedown bow. I use it in the Bushmasters and some others, and he loved it. To him and to me, I think it's a great simple answer to a question. And that's it. My 1954 Ben Pearson Model 304. My 1958 Palomino. You know, it's easy. The older ones are a little easier to date, especially 58. It's the only year they offered the leather wrap. Some things about this. I love this bow. I'm dying to get one in a left-handed version. I like a 63. Around 60 or so, they made her, yeah, about 60. They made the riser a little bigger, fill your hand up more. You know, it's a real recurve. You got to think 58, that's a pretty good recurve. Ben Pearson was proud of this bow. Go to the Bow of Champions, he listed all the tournaments it's won and all these great things about it. The grip to me is just fantastic. It's natural. It's like a pistol grip. It's like grabbing a 45, something I know what to do. Tell you, you know what? I don't check brace height. This thing's been hanging up. I don't shoot it much anymore since I went over left-handed. That's pretty quiet. Right where it hits where I want. It's easy to shoot. Hey, right in there. Yep. The Palominos were really good bows. The Archery Hall of Fame in his display for Ben Pearson, they have a Palomino. Two side by side. Yeah, they're not cheap. They don't come up that often, especially this model. You get more of the second gen ones than you do the first. Man, I love this bow. Like I said, if I get a left-handed one, I would be so happy. All right, everybody, my 1966 Silver Sovereign Highlander. I got it here, Baltimore Bowman. Great shoot if you can go to it. Multiple day event, some fun archery courses. And the guy had this on the blanket. And, you know, and I could just tell by this layered wood it was a Ben Pearson. And I never heard of a Silver Sovereign before. I always heard of golden sovereigns, never heard of a Silver Sovereign. So I bought it. Not a bad bow. Very interesting. Bug. All right, let's take some shots with it. Very thin handle. Easy to draw and hold. Dead quiet, dead on. That was a good shot. Fun shot. I forget how much fun this thing can be. Little pluck. Pluck. Yeah, pretty neat bow, you know. It's a Silver Sovereign. I haven't even seen a catalog on it. There you go. Great bow. Again, it's at 66 inch, which I really think is a sweet length. I think 66 is probably the best length there is. And the layered wood always looks cool. All right, my 1965 Colt. I bought this one because 65 was the first year of the 707 model, and it's the only year they offered that I-beam different color wood. I think they call it white holly. And these are pretty rare. You don't see them come up too much. And it is funny, red and green. Who thought red was a good hunting color? But you know, back then they wore those red jackets and they hunted pretty darn good, so who am I to talk? All right, let's try this one. Nice bow, slight twist in the lower limb. Pretty quick, shoots well. Got a little twang if I put silencers on it. It's 44 pounds. Drop my knockdown just a wee. Yeah, that was a good shot. She even calmed down a little bit. I drop my knockdown. Hey, pretty good. But that's the reason I have it. I don't know if I'll keep it forever. It was a decent restoration. Got it for a pretty good price. But it's pretty rare. First year, 707, which is my favorite model bow, the one that really got me hooked on archery. All right, and there it is, my 1965 Ben Pearson Colt. All right, everybody, my 1965 Palomino. Every bow I own for a reason. Or I keep them for a reason, I should say. This is probably my favorite bow, not shooting wise, but just story and how it turned out. I bought this thing, it looked like crap. It should have been junked. All the coating was off, it was nasty. There's no coloration. I sanded it down and the beauty started coming out. And I'm telling you, this thing, the wood on it is gorgeous. All right, this thing was something else. And happy to have it. It's just beautiful looking bow to me, wood wise. I like wood. I love the different colors here. They got the black wood, a brown wood, a white wood, the rose wood, the black wood. They did a great job when they designed this bow, wood wise. Not the fastest shooter. This is a tournament bow. It's 40 pounds. But it's easy to draw, easy to hold, smooth. The big thing on it is this grip. That is a massive grip. It is huge. And you can't really grab it like this. It's more like one of these where you put it in the web of your hand type, which is fine to me. Nice shot. But this one I love. I'll keep this one forever. It's just the wood color and the story. I'm telling you, go back, watch the video, and you see what shape it came in. And then you'll see me sanding it, and I'm going like, oh. Yeah, so I love this one. It's my favorite bow, looks wise. I just love it. I love to replicate all this, which one day I will. Alright everybody, my jet bow, woohoo, fiberglass. It's the only one I got left. I kept it because it's a long bow. So people are like, great, got a long bow? Well, yes I do. I had a whole bunch, gave them off to these clubs so they can, use them for intro programs. These are great bows, and I always love when people talk about them. Yeah, they're a pretty good bow for being fiberglass. What? That hurts. That hurts. Why do you got to put the fiberglass in? I was training up at Yadtong in Boston. We're sparring. This guy goes, you're pretty good for an old guy. Dude, why'd you have to have the old guy in there? Yeah, they're not great, but heavy paradox. Heavy paradox, but they're fun. I smile every time I shoot these things. Dead quiet, nothing. Didn't feel it in my hand though, but they're fun. When we go to Etar, group of us, we always go out one time, nothing but fiberglass bows. I love them. This bow's just hilarious. Indestructible. I couldn't care less. Take it, throw it up in the air, run it over, who cares? Side by side. Ha ha! Tell ya. Look, the prices have gone way up. I got mine for just a few bucks. Right? But they're a great bow. They're a lot of fun. Fiberglass bows. Alright, that's it. That's my jet. Right, my 1968 Palomino, left-handed, that's why I bought it. It's interesting, this is very different than my right-handed. My right-handed is more organic. This is very sharp edges here, where my right-handed is all smooth. That's a straight line, that's a straight cut off. This has a thumb rest cut into it. My right-handed one doesn't have that. Now, it's not a bad bow, I like it. Doesn't have the beautiful wood, that nice red. It's very dark, so the black and all that doesn't stand out like it did on the other one, but it's still a pretty cool bow. I made a special strike plate of a horse. It's pretty neat. I like the bow. It's fun. It's not fast, it's not slow, it's just relaxed. But again, there's that very deep grip, very heavy bow. Shoots pretty good. Yeah, 68 inches, that's why it's so relaxed. Right where I wanted it. Yeah. I see more of these Palominos online for sale than I do first gen. Let's relax. That was a good shot, right next to the other one. There it is, 68 Palomino. Different bow, very different. Not only in the wood, but the design. That's cool. That's what I like about it. All right, my 1966-67 Pinto. This is a 25-pound bow. I got it at Etar. Always wanted one. Come on. I have to say, this is probably, you won't find another bow like that with this many colors and all that. Pretty cool. This bow is very interesting. It has that stamped S in it, and that was used for other companies. Here's my other 67. Look at the difference in the angle of the grip and the thickness of the riser. I actually think this was supposed to go to a company that was back in the 60s doing archery in bowling alleys called Archery Lanes. I've seen a couple for sale, and I think that's what this was. Got rejected. I did find some blemishes in here, and Ben Pearson ain't gonna waste nothing, so he labeled it with Pinto, slapped it on, and it is. Yep, this is X12-5834. So maybe it's experimental, I don't know. But it's fun. 20-pound bow, 25-pound bow. Shoots pretty darn good for a 25-pound bow. I have a ball with it. It's you gotta have good form with this baby though. 20 pounds. Hey, right in there. Yeah. I was touching my nose, driving me crazy. I love it. The handle's very smooth, easy to hold. It's a nice grip. The inside's got a good bulb, so it fills the inside of your hand up pretty good. You know, 25 pounds, come on. Yeah, easy to draw. Side by side. Yeah, for what I paid, pretty happy with it. You know, as I said in the others, I think 66 is the perfect link bow. I really do. That's it. That's the first one. A 25 pounder. Up next, we'll take a look at the 45. Same here, 66, 67. I never refinished it. Very different, like I said, from the other ones you heard me say in the last one. This is 45 listed, but it's actually 43. If you have a Ben Pearson and you want to know the true weight, take off the strike plate. It'll always be right there. If that's missing, that tells you somebody refinished it. You know, it's very interesting. That grip, very thin, very comfortable. This one, very thick. I'd say not as comfortable. Still a good grip. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it fills the hand. It's really nice in that fat portion of your hand. Woo! Right down there. I like it. Sometimes when you shoot, you can see the arrow the whole way. You can track it with your eye, and that's what I can do on that one. Yeah, this thing, pretty quiet. It's a good shooting bow. I really should restore it. There you go, good shot. One thing on it, did have a little separation right here, and the great one himself, Jeff Krug, tape it, so it works fine. So that's that one. This is good. You know, like I said, for a heavier weight bow, for me, I think 66 is perfect. That's my 1966-67 Pinto. Love that. That's just so cool looking. All right, everybody, here's another bow. I don't need this. I really don't want it, but I bought it because it's unique. This is a 1967 Ben Pearson Cobra with that stamp on it. And you'll never find it in the catalogs. The story behind it that took me a while to find out and investigate is pretty cool. This bow was actually made for Colt firearms. I think it was called the High Power or something like that. I can't remember its actual name. But it failed their quality control. They sent it back to Ben Pearson. He fixed it, but Colt wouldn't take them back. So he wouldn't waste nothing, man. He labeled them and resold them. And that's why there's a logo on the top and a logo on the bottom, because that's what Colt did, and he's covering up their old logos. This thing's a monster of a bow, 57 pounds, and it's only 56-inch bow. But for that, I'm amazed at how relatively easy it is to draw. And it's lightning quick, man. Yeah, this is a bow that I have to warm up before I shoot. Side by side. Not a bad bow. You know, if I took the time to set it up and do everything right, it'd probably be a really good bow, but 57 pounds, no. No. I like my shoulders too much. Handle's pretty comfortable. I feel it more up in the upper part of my hand and then lower. Or the middle, I should say. Woohoo! That one didn't go as well. Let's have it. I'm going to probably give it away, sell it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but for now, it's mine. All right, my 1967 Ben Pearson Colt. This was my father's bow. He gave it to me. First bow I ever shot. Shot this bow for years. Loved it. Then I tried other bows and I realized all things wrong with this bow. Very unique Colt, something different. The riser is thinner. The front limbs point. Normally they're squared. There's no thumb rest. It's don't know what happened. There's no S stamp on it or anything, so it's a complete mystery. My dad doesn't know. Well, when I asked him years ago, he didn't know. But passed away since then, so pretty hard for him to tell me now. Stacks like a mother. Second you grab it, this is pure anger. That's what I call it, man. This thing is just does not like to be drawn, but it is quick. It is powerful. It's, I think, 46 pounds or something like that. It's pretty accurate. Took me the longest time to quit listening to the experts telling me heavier spined arrow, heavier spined arrow, heavier spined arrow, do this, do that, blah, blah. Nope. 400, Greg, you need a 400, you need a 400. Nope, I don't need a 400. What this bow really needed was a 600. You know, that was when I first started learning. Maybe these guys don't know as much as they think they do. That was a good one. Pretty quiet. There's no knock point. I just threw this string on it. This is one of the few bows I'll keep till I die. Sentimental reasons for being with my father. Put those on. Just let everybody know who I am. Got the American flag on it. My early videos, this is what you see me shooting a lot. This is one when I shot right-handed. This is the code I used. Yep, love this bow. I'll be the first to admit, it's a horrible shooter. All right, another 1967 Ben Pearson Colt. This is left-handed, my first left-handed Colt. Probably the best wood. Now, Ben Pearson listed it as Ola. Other people say it's rosewood, all different names. I love it. This is the bow that confirmed for me that I should be shooting left-handed. Dominant eye stuff don't have nothing to do with it. So I had a ball with it. I like it. It's very heavy. This wood is very heavy compared to my other Colts, which is a good thing. I found a heavier riser does help alleviate some of the issues you can have. Dead whisper quiet. That one was 7 o'clock on the 9 ring. There you go. Love it. Easy to draw, easy to hold, nice grip. And alongside the other one, no hand shock. Colts are my favorite bows. Sentimental reasons, first bow I ever shot, but also because this one and the other one, Fudge, they just convinced me this is a great shooting bow. Now I did radius the shelf a little. You know, like I said, don't be afraid to work on your bows. So that's that one. Great bow. And yes, the limsation of the Rocky Mountains I did because I had the American flag. I seen other people doing it, so I just wanted to be different. So I put a picture of the Rocky Mountains on it. Remember I said all my bows have a story behind them. I didn't tell you all of them. This one has a great story. So it was online, 47 pounds, way more than I like to shoot. 45 was my max. And eBay, I put in a bid, 45 bucks, blew it off. Never paid attention to it. Like a week later, bing, you won. What? Didn't really want it. So I bought it. Took it out to Flying Arrow in Carmel, New York. First time, first shot in the X. Second one in the 5 NFAA target. This is a bow that I can just naturally shoot. I don't have no... This is one of the few bows, instinctive for me, works great. I can shoot this thing all day. She is a heavier weight, but she's easy to draw. She's compliant, fast. This is the bow that taught me, it showed me that I can make any shot. I've shot this thing in sub-zero temperatures and rainstorms. I mean, hot weather, cold weather. Good, quiet. I love this bow. This is probably my favorite all-around bow. Put them right side by side every time. This is just a fun bow to shoot. You know, and like I said, I shoot this bow in pretty much instinctive. All three side by side. Love it. I call it Fudge because it's all brown. Front limb, back limb, sides. And you can see wood on here. It's very different wood on here. So this bow, you can see it right there. It's made out of 2 pieces of wood. They went away from the I-beam and they went back just 2 pieces. And it's not even center, it's off to the side. But I love it. That's Fudge. You know, here comes the Fudge. Here comes the Fudge. Alright. Pretty much favorite bow, like I said. On to the next one. In my 1969 or 68 Ben Pearson Javelina. It's actually the second one. The first one got destroyed in the mail, and I got this one pretty good. I have never restored it, haven't touched it. It does have an ever so slight twist down here. Twists don't bother me, but it's an interesting bow. Not really a recurve. It's more like a, you know, it's a hybrid. Man, this baby's got a thumb rest and a half on it. I used it a lot on the indoor tournaments. I won a couple of them with it. It's a good bow. You know, I really think 66-inch bows are the ideal size. 68s and that are just way too big. 62s are fine. A little more pinch. 66 is the best compromise of all of it around. So, haven't shot this in a while. The grip is definitely different. Easy to draw and hold. And right where I want it. A little loud, but it may not be the right brace height. I don't remember being that loud, but it could be. Well, I got a bunch of knock points. Let's try that one. Yeah, better one. So I can tell when I was playing around, I was working on knock points. Lower one's better. There you go, good shot. Yeah, a little loud. It's very smooth, easy to draw. The grip, you can see it's very flat, so a lot of the pressure is right in here. I don't put it in there. I put it right in that flat spot. But the Javelina is pretty cool, and it's even got like tribal tattoos on it. But that's it, the Javelina. Right, my 1968/69 Ben Pearson Mustang, left-handed. This baby a monster. She's a 52-pound draw. It's a good bow. It's pretty small. So, well, blade on 60 inches. But the Mustang was one of his better hunting bows. And this thing, man, she's a really wide limbs, very wide, not thick, but very wide. Yeah, this baby, she's like the grip, very flat. Wow, I can feel that 50 pounds right there. Straight line shooter though, straight line, right where I was looking. Side by side, good shot. It's a really good shooting bow. I do have an issue with a little rub going on there, which means my arrows might be a little bit on the weak side. Man, she puts them out too. Pretty quick bow. Like it. Design's different. Very thick. Very thick. You know, not as slim and agile as the others. But I tell you what, it's a hunting bow. This baby could be a great hunting bow. And it has to be because I bought it off eBay, and I know the other person used it for hunting. I just shoot foam. All right, my 1968 Ben Pearson Signature Takedown. This bow has a great story behind it. The club I belong to in New York, Tyogi Bowman, Scott had it. I think he found a garage sale or something, bought it for next to nothing. And it had a regular machine screw in there. And he goes, "You want it?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's right-handed, but I am fascinated by the design. I did want one." I go, "Sure, how much?" He goes, $20. A friend of mine, won't give names because then everybody will bother him, had this made for me, so I actually got a really quality screw in it. And you know what, this thing, I love the wood. I love those rings right there, right? The rings there. It's a good looking bow. It's an interesting design. I love it because I love things that are an answer to a question. And the question is, how do you make a takedown bow? Well, this is the answer Ben Pearson came up with. And it's a pretty cool bow. Another one that I would absolutely love to get left-handed. The right-handed one's a pleasure to shoot, and it's, again, one of those bows that makes me, for a second, think about shooting right-handed again. The grip is comfortable. Easy to draw, easy to hold, which you're not supposed to do, I know, but hey, you know, I'm telling you, it's a fantastic bow. Yeah, it's dead silent. Nice, small, compact, easy to move. It's not that heavy. Good group. Love it. Great bow. If you can find one, they're not cheap. People that have them know they're worth something, but they're great. And if you get the case with them, it's even better. All right, the 1968 Ben Pearson Signature, one of my favorite bows. All Alright everybody, my Hoyt Scout. This is the first left-handed bow I owned. Got it from a friend at an archery store. Somebody just dropped it off to him. He sold it to me for 40 bucks. You know, it's pretty cool. Now, it was originally a white oak, but I stained it. I rounded off the shelf. You know, I have no problem working on my bows. They're mine. Do what I want to them. You know what? And so I modify them. I see no problem with that. Alright. Not a bad bow. Haven't shot it in a while. Shot this thing a lot though. Oh, easy to draw. Yep, 40 pounds, easy to draw. You know, I had so many people. I inlaid this. Oh no, the riser's gonna break, Greg. Oh my God. Please, I've had this thing for years and it hasn't happened. You know, just don't go stupid with it. Nice bow. Yeah. It's a good bow. If you find one, I'd get one. Hoyt Scout. Great bow. Great bow. All right, there you have it, my Hoyt Scout. Not a whole lot to say about it. It's a good basic bow. It's the only thing I can really say about it. It's a good basic bow. All right, you know I said earlier, every bow I have, I keep for a reason because it's got a story. 1974 Bear Archery Minuteman. So, why do I have this bow? People have been bugging me for years to try different things, right? Greg, you got to shoot a bear. Bears make the best bows. Greg, you got to shoot a bear bow, B-A-R-E bow. It's the way to go. It's the latest craze. Everybody's into it. Fastest growing segment, yada, yada, yada. That's not me. So, to have fun with it, I bought this. I got a bear, a B-E-A-R. It's also my only B-A-R-E bow. It came in a nasty green, which they did. And talking with Bob, Jeff, you know, they play with theirs. And I go, you know what, let's have some fun. So I stripped it down, painted it blue, put the stars on it, went to Limsations, got the American flag, got a red, white, and blue string. She's pretty heavy. She's like almost 50 pounds. But for 50, she's pretty easy to draw. This handle, this angle is perfect for me. That is the most perfect handle I've ever shot. That thing is just out of this world. All right. Telling you, this thing's just incredible. That handle, I love it. The bow's so-so. It's look, for what it was a good bow. I will never deny that. Yeah, and it's not bad. It's not the fastest. Puts them out. But again, an answer to a question, which I love, how to build a takedown. And I'm surprised. This is a very smart method. Well, again, let me take it apart and show you. So, how do you build a takedown bow? You know, make it easy. You know, this one, get your limbs in it, but it's got a notch in it, and the notch is deep in here. So there's a notch here, got this little clip on here, locks in there like that, and there you go. And the string tension is what holds it in. Ingenious answer. Right, and that's why I'll probably keep this bow. It's just, I love an answer to a question. All right, everybody, my Colt Takedown. First bow I made. I love the wood. I used 4 different types. You know, it's a very bulky and blocky design, very thick, because I listened to all the naysayers. You know them. Oh, if you do this, it's going to break. Oh, no, I got to do this, you lost it, blah, blah. I found out they're not right. my riser's gotten so much thinner, so much better since then, you know, but I keep it. It's my first one. It's the only bow I have with a fast light string. The limbs I didn't make. Those are from a Samick Sage. But you know, it's cool. You know, I like it because I could say, well, I made it. You know, I'm shooting something I made. And I really like that aspect of it. Oh, she's relaxed already. I can feel it. Not bad. She's not a bad bow. Shoots pretty good. You know, I forget. You know, you forget these things. I don't shoot it that much. Maybe I'll take it out some more. Right down on the bullseye. I love the grip. Nice hold. I think it's a good bow. Longer than a normal riser. It's got some weight to it, and I think that's important. Love that grip, man. Two side by side. I'm telling you, if you get a chance, you should do it. Making a takedown bow is really, it's just a riser. You know what? Go ahead and make just a riser. You got an extra pair of limbs? Do it. It's not that hard. And I didn't have the right machine tools for this. So a lot of this, that's why it's pretty bulky like it is. Because I didn't have the proper tools. I didn't have the right saws. It took me forever. But I have a ball. It's a pretty good looking bow too. I love the different woods. I wish the tiger wood. So there's the white here. This is tiger wood here. Yeah, I wish I would have laid it sideways. But I laid it this way for added strength going that way. And there you have it. I even made the logo, Colt Takedown. All right, everybody, my 2017 Colt Traditional. I made this bow. It's the second one I made. Shot it a lot. I like it. Used it as a learning. Just every bow I make, I learn a little bit more. All right, it's a good bow. Shoots pretty good. Yep, right in there. Pretty quiet. If I could do it again, I would change my grip angle. That's all right. I mean, it's nothing bad. I like it. Yep. You know, best thing about making a bow on your own is when you hit the X. There's just a sense of satisfaction I can't explain. Because you go, man, I made that. Not bad. Love this bow. Gonna keep forever. I still shoot it. Not as much as I did, but I still shoot it. One thing I did, which is I think is pretty cool. My riser's a gloss, and my limbs are satin. You know, and you can see here. I went back. I'm still not done making it past center because everybody, oh, you can't. Oh, they'll break if it's cut past center. No, it won't. No. Look, if you're shooting a 60 to 80 pound bow, maybe, but 40, no, not going to happen. So I'm in the process of playing with it. All right, everybody, the 2018 Colt Traditional. This is the third semi-recurve longbow I made. Pretty happy with this one. You know, I based it off of the multi-layered wood of the Ben Pearson Colts of the early 60s. You know, it's pretty cool. It's another one, you know, when I was kicking around that idea of selling bows, I thought of a family of bows. I'd have the Traditional, the Classic, and the Takedown. But then I came to my senses and decided not to make bows and sell them to people. I just make bows for my friends and myself. So, all right, that's it. Only 20 pounds. Made this for my wife. This thing's pretty cool. And I'm always amazed when you make something how well it can shoot. Hey, right in there. Yeah, you know, 20 pounds. How much hand shot can you have at 20 pounds? It's not the fastest. It's perfect for my wife. She has shoulder injury. She has a hard time drawing, so I made it just for her. Yep, pretty cool. You know, making a bow's not hard. Doing this was a lot easier than you think. It's just cutting them, laminating them, and then doing the rest of the work like you normally do. But that's a good one. It's my wife's. I don't really shoot it except for, you know, giggles once in a while. But that's it. That's a 2018 Colt Traditional. All right, everybody, the Black Hunter. Quite possibly the most popular traditional bow in the world right now. For good reason, too. I was in Austria, up in the mountains and up in the Alps. Ran into people with a Black Hunter. Probably take some flack for this, I don't care. I think this bow has done more for traditional archery than any bow in at least 30-40 years. If Ben Pearson was around, he would approve, because this is like a Ben Pearson bow. Ben Pearson was all about bringing archery to the masses. You know, he left all the expensive ones to Bear and all the others. He concentrated on, I don't like to use the word economy bows, entry-level bows, right? Bows at a reasonable price. And this thing hits all the marks. This bow's just flat out awesome. Right, great shooter. I hear many people on forums and things like that talk about all the problems they had. Well, you got the problem because you went cheap. You bought it off a person off Amazon, Alibaba, eBay, things like that. And what they do is they buy all the scraps and leftovers that the other people don't want, and then they just flat out sell them. I got mine from Hitman Archery. His has a warranty on him. He has quality control. When they make these bows in the factory, you got to pay extra to have quality control done. How's that? Say, I could shoot this thing all day. This is the bow that swayed me over to lighter weight bows. I had a lot of fun with it. I was like, man, I ain't tired. You know, shoulders don't hurt. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about the Black Hunter. Fantastic bow. You know, I know a lot of people don't like it because it's Chinese. Hey, get over it. But I'm telling you, they ain't going nowhere. They're going to be around for a long time. Okay, my Stealth Hunter, another one. So, Hitman Archery. Great bow. Now everybody compares to the Black Widow. You can't compare them. They're totally different bows. Just because both of them have their limbs on the backside doesn't mean they're the same. Alright? First shot this, Eric. We're at Thai Yogi. And he goes, Greg, I want you to try this. And you know, I was taken by the looks. It's just different looking. And I shot it and it was fun to shoot. And so I had him order me a left-handed one. And you see, I use it all the time. I like the bow. I think this grip being in front of here makes it a little more stable. That's just a guess. I don't know. I did modify it. I sanded my sight window so it's past center, and I put a little bit more of a curve on my shelf to help for arrow clearance. But you see me shoot this all day long. I can shoot this all week. Love the grip. Oh, and it's just right there. Now I did shoot really bad with it last week or so. But yeah, I can have so much fun with this bow. I can put them right there all day long. Yeah, good bow. I don't see a whole lot of them. I do see them from time to time. Beautiful shot. Love it. Stealth Hunter. All right, one of the reasons I love it, I named it. He's trying to figure out a name, and I go, Eric, we got to keep all the names Hunters. Got to make it the Hunter family, so you're different from the other people selling it. And I looked at it. That looked like a stealth bomber. Then all these angles looked like the stealth fighter. So I go, oh, Stealth Hunter. That's the name. And as soon as I said it, he's like, yeah, man. So, yep. And I even made the label for it. So that's what it is, the Stealth Hunter. I love this bow. from Hitman Archery. It's just a sweet shooter. All right, everybody, the 2020 Hitman Archery Viper. It's a bow I didn't want, but Eric goes, Greg, you got to try it. Greg, got to try it. Greg, got to try it. I'm like, Eric, it's right-handed. He goes, no, just try it right-handed. If you like it, you can buy a left-handed one. I'll get it for you. Tried it, love it. Everything about the Black Hunter is good. This is slightly better. It's heavier material. The wood's heavier, so it absorbs all that energy in it and doesn't. It's not as twitchy. Black Hunter's not. You don't think it's twitchy, but it is compared to this. Easy to draw, easy to hold. These are great bows. And I did order a left-handed one, hoping for it to come in here soon. But with COVID and all the shipping blockage and all that, it's been badly delayed, something fierce. But until then, I got this one. Oh, this thing is so easy to draw. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's 30 pounds, but no stack, smooth, balanced. I love it. Yep. Can't wait for my left-handed one. And the big thing to me is the green. It's just, especially in this side, the green just looks so cool. You know, I like a little contrast, I guess. I love this bow. If you can, talk to Eric. Tell him you get one, you won't be disappointed. Okay, this is my Pinto Takedown. Okay, this is absolutely my favorite bow, shooting wise. I'm telling you, I have shot lights out with this thing. I built the riser. The limbs are from the Viper. I did so many things that you're not supposed to do. Center of a bow is supposed to be here. I made the center of the bow here. I made it a crested shelf. I cut it past center. I was supposed to do that with wood. I did a very backwards grip, and from the first time I shot it, it's just incredible. The one thing I will say, which gets me in trouble, is because where the shelf is, I actually had to have a decent crawl, maybe a half an inch to an inch, in order to get to hit where I want. Easy to hold. I love the grip, fits my hand naturally. Right in there. I'm telling you, every time. I've Robin Hooded more arrows with this bow than any other bow. That's what caused me to go to these Cross-X Hurricanes. I was Robin Hooding them. I mean, I could not believe how many. I did 2 in one night at the league night. You know, I'm not a great shot, but so I figured, you know what? Pin knocks, smaller diameter arrow. Love this bow. I have fun with it. And every time I shoot it, all I think of, I made that. That's funny. Full draw, my mind said, this is going to be a good shot. And guess what? It was. Yep, this is it, my Pinto Takedown. You've seen the other Pintos. Well, that's why I call it the Pinto Takedown. You know, as part of that little plan I had, thank God I didn't do it. I was going to make and sell bows. And like I said earlier, I was going to have the model. I was going to have a Colt, Palomino, and a Pinto. And then each model is going to have 3 subs. I was going to have the traditional, which is like the 1st gen. Classic would be 2nd gen. And then the Takedown, which would be one I would make. All right, but that's it. That's my Pinto Takedown. And I'm telling you, you want to make your own bow, this is it. It's easy and it's a lot of fun, and you'll never have as much satisfaction shooting a bow as you will shooting a bow you made. All right, everybody, final bow. The 2022 Hitman Archery Plains Hunter Longbow. This is a pre-production model. I really haven't shot it. I just finally got it basically set up. I was using my Hurricanes and they're just squirrely. You know, and I'm looking at it, playing with it, I go, you know what, maybe a little heavier arrow. So I went with these Predators, smoothed them right out, and man, this thing so far shoots pretty good. Very thin grip. It's a longbow. Easy to draw right off the bat. Easy to hold. And pretty darn quick. Shoots them really nice. Very happy with it. Doing a full review on it, working on it right now to give you all the details. But it's not a bad bow. You know, again, entry level, that's what I like. Not bad. There you have it. That's all my bows, boys and girls. All right, ending up with this one. I do have a couple that I'm building. Just taking my time with them. Don't know if I'm going to get any more. I'm not really looking for bows. I'm actually probably looking to get rid of a few of them. I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't made my mind up. That's it. That's my bows. So if you're ever curious what I shoot, now you know. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the website where you can find listing of 3D courses and clubs. You can also find archery ranges on there. You'll find archery festivals, product reviews, and a listing of competition bodies so you can look up the different competitions and 3D archery shoots. And most importantly, you can find awesome handmade 3D archery targets by me, 3D Archery. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time with an all new episode, 3D Archery.